Hi, welcome to this unboxing for Monstrocity board game. This is a brand new game hitting our table, coming out to retail and to shops. It was currently on Kickstarter and now we're in the pleasant position to try it out and have a go on destroying buildings with our monsters on real time with lots of cool 3D plastic miniatures and lovely, not so lovely creatures. Monsters that are going to devastate everything, blow things up, destroy everything, but it's for a good cause because based on the theme of the game, we're trying to take out the secret base of the evil genius Dr. Spotnik. So don't feel that you're doing something bad, you're not destroying a city of peoples, it's friendly. We have to destroy it because it's evil Dr. Spotnik behind all this base that we're going to have on our board. So without further ado, let's open the box and see what's inside. While I'm showing you the back of the box and what you can find inside, let me tell you that this is a game for 1 to 4 players. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play, very quick and fun. The complexity is very easy, it's 1.5 out of 5, but don't be fooled. I mean, it is an easy game to learn, but you're going to have a blast playing it. You can play it with both adults and kids. It's equally fun, and there is proof for that. So the game is for 12 ages and up, but I think with a bit of tweaking you can also try it with younger kids if you're willing to make some small adjustments on your own. This is a game that falls under the action dexterity fantasy real-time category. It uses mechanisms of co-op. This is basically a co-op game, but you can also have team versus team, solo, and different modes, and this is another plus on the value that this box delivers. It has dice rolling, grid movement, team-based game, and variable player powers. The monsters feel very, very asymmetric. So, what is the theme about? We want to fight the evil genius Dr. Spotnik with our monsters, and we make a squad to try to destroy his secret base. In the game, which plays in a series of 5 rounds that each lasts 2 minutes, we're trying to simultaneously roll the 4 dice that we have and resolve them as fast as possible in order to activate monster abilities. We keep moving through the city, destroying buildings while defending against the city's turrets and Dr. Spotnik's obstacles, such as tanks, helicopters, roadblocks, and different things that he's going to throw in front of our path. And depending on how well we perform and whether we manage to reach certain milestones in the mission, in the game, we gather victory stars. And therefore the goal of the game is to gather all 3 victory stars for a complete and total victory of the game. Very fun, very unique, and it's really popping out with these 3D elements. So let me open the box and see what we find inside. This is not the typical size box, it's square already, okay, but I think it's much bigger than the typical boxes that we find lately in the industry, and that means that it has to be, I think, deeper because it needs to accommodate all the different 3D elements, and there are many in the game. So let's open it right away. The game is by Vesuvius Media. I really like what they're doing with all the games lately. They have a nice portfolio and all the games are gravitating around fun, strategy, simple rules, but with lots of options and replayability, and this is no exception. So first of all, a word about the box. This is a linen finish, top quality, a real steady box, nothing like we've seen in the cheap boxes, and I like when companies do take care of the game boxes because I have a lot of games and I want to stack them and store them in on my shelves. So I really appreciate when the box is not going to dissolve or fall apart with a couple of moving it or taking it to game night. So this is a real sturdy box and I like it to begin with. So put this on the side and let's see what we find inside. Ooh, lots of goodness. Λοιπόν, so what we see is the rulebook. It is quite thick, but I guess it has to include also the different modes because the game plays with team versus team, with solo, with a competitive mode and co-op mode. So I really like when games give me different options, so depending on the situation I can try it as a solo or have a team versus team or different game modes, and this is a plus in my opinion. The table of contents, all the contents we're going to find in the game. We have 4 monsters, 12 police cars, the main board where we're going to build our city, different 3D elements, and one city board, 4 two-sided player boards for our monsters, different elements, and 24 buildings, that is. That's cool. The introduction of the game, how we should assemble the turrets and the buildings, some setup. I think it's going to be done only once. There is a timer up. Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to time it yourself because all the rounds last for 2 minutes, so you need to count them accurately. Therefore, I'm going to use the thematic app for sure. The overview of the game, and then we start with the game setup. This is how you set up the game. This is the main area of, let's say, the city where the secret lab of Dr. Sputnik is located. And there are numbers which indicate what we have to do, and we can follow the numbers to set it up quickly. I see here, for example, this is the city board, and these 3 are the boards of the monsters and their dice, and it's going to be a blast for sure. So, gameplay, how we proceed with gameplay, what we do during our action and our rounds. We roll our dice simultaneously in a real-time scenario, trying to resolve them as fast as possible and activate all these tremendously devastating abilities of the monsters. So, different rules, cleanup phase, seems pretty straightforward. So there you have it. This is the end of the game and how you win and when you finish. And these are the best half of the rulebook are the variants, so I was right. This is not as a big rulebook if you only take the basic rules, therefore you don't have to worry that you're going to have to read a lot of things. We're going to do a how to play video for the game, so it's going to hopefully assist you to roll it and put it on the table and start rolling dice right away. Therefore, here we have the turn-based mode, which is one of the options. The competitive team mode. Oh, I like when you have team versus team. This seems very nice. And then we have the enhanced mode. Sounds scary. Okay. I like to smash things with my monsters. The monster index, where we can find the different abilities and the different explanations needed for each monster, because they play differently, and some FAQ at the end. This is a nice addition as well. So overall, the rulebook seems to be quite well written with a lot of examples, divided and structured in a very nice and easy way to follow up. So that's a good start. Next, we have the main board and a punch board and an insert and lots of good things that I can't wait to pull them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the side for the moment, and let me also put this on the side for the moment, and let me see right away the main board. Now the main board is the foundations for the secret lab, the city. Let me start right ahead and say that it looks even better up close, meaning that I know it's just 9 blocks for you to put your buildings, but it is very, very easy to read. It has excellent feel and quality. This you can only understand once you take some game elements in your hands, and this is what I'm doing now. Linen finish, very thick cardboard, very sturdy and flat. Yes, I know it's something very simple and silly, but nowadays companies seem to forget how to make flat boards. Usually they have a bend, or you need to squeeze them or step on them to make them sit flat. This is excellent, and this is a proof of quality manufacturing. I really, 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 really like what I see so far here. Cool. Let's put back the main box. These monsters look huge. I was expecting something closely to the big monsters from their previous games, but these are even bigger. Wow. Okay, let's put them on the side for the moment. And let's start pulling out all this goodness. Oh, these are plastic bases for our... Okay, okay. And these are the buildings for making up the buildings. Okay, let me pull everything out so we can start seeing them up close. So, let's investigate. We have a big bag with the bases. And the top sections where we're going to include our buildings. So these are going to go in a way that you construct the buildings. I'm going to need to pull out the manual so I can see which bases are for turrets and which are for buildings. Yes, the common ones have this gray section, the special ones have this purple section, and the turrets have this red section. So you can identify them right away from the color. Turret, special, and common, the gray one. Okay, these have like a depth in order to accommodate the different 3D minis that we're going to find here, like turrets and oh, these are cars. Oh, these are cool. Things that we're going to put on top of the buildings. So let me start right away and open this one. I want to construct a couple of buildings. You can easily tell apart the buildings because they have different height. So I believe these ones are should be the red ones. Okay, let me see what I suspect it is. Okay, I think they have done a tremendous job because the inner part of the building, so that you don't have to look around what is what. For example, this one, which is supposed to be for turrets, has a red inner part. And by inner part, I mean, for example, there you have it. When you open it, I expect that it's red inside. So it matches easily the top of the top base, and it indicates clearly that when you assemble this, this is going to be a place for a turret. Cool, cool. Okay, our bases, I suppose. Oh no, they have matching bases as well. This is a nice addition. So you have red top and red base in order to accommodate the building for the turret, which is red coded. Excellent job. Look how easily I constructed this one. You don't have to do it every time, so I'm going to do it once. It doesn't fall apart. Sometimes they don't stick or they don't fit with a good grab. So this is done carefully. I like how it looks like. So for sure this is a top view video that you're seeing, but these are 3D and they're going to pop out really nicely when you make the different 3D elements on the board. So you see all the red buildings, because they have, it is nice because they have different art. So it's not like boring all being the same art. It makes sense, it's in the city, but you can easily tell apart what it's what because they have the matching bases and also tops, as you can see here. So there you go. These are two red buildings that are going to have turrets on them. So let me put some of those here. I'm going to make a couple of more. Oh, I really like how it looks like, because the final view of this is going to be gorgeous with all these 3D buildings. These buildings remind me the 3D buildings that we have in JKR Heavy Hitter. This is a different type of game, tactical, heavy game, but I really assemble this much easier and faster, and they look equally gorgeous, I think, because they have diversity for sure. Okay, I'm going to make one more. Okay, this is quite sturdy. It is like reinforced glossy plastic, so I'm not feeling that I'm going to damage it or anything by handling it, and that's cool because I want to enjoy myself destroying buildings, not having to take care of if I damage any components accidentally by mild use. Okay, so there you have it. These are different buildings. Let me try and do a couple of gray ones, which are the common ones. The gray ones, as you can see, are much shorter and they have gray. They really took care of this, because you see, this is not something every company does. Put matching inner color for the ones that they are going to be used as common ones. This makes it very, very easy to assemble right away, out of the box, very quickly, the buildings based on the category. This is a common building, this is much shorter, see the difference, and it looks different because it has a matching base on top as well. There you have it. Let me put a couple more. I also like the fact that the box is good, a good size, it's quite big, and it's going to be easy to accommodate everything, fully assembled, so I don't have to take things out. I hate it when I have to, really hate it when I have to take things out, but this box is big enough to make sure that all of the the buildings assembled are going to fit nicely back into the box, and it's going to save me a tremendous amount of time each time I want to play. I want to take it out fast and play it fast and have fun, and this I think is the for sure the purpose of this game, to have a blast. And this production approach and this big box and this quality of materials is helping me enjoy and have fun blasting buildings and destroying things with my monsters. Okay, the last type of building is middle height between the turret building and the common building, and again it is a matching purplish. Okay, no, not necessarily, because this is a common one. You see, it is gray, it is higher and it is gray, so I stand corrected. It is not only by size, it is simply by type of. And then you see this is a common and this is a common as well, but I could easily take it, check it out from the gray inner color coding of my building, because the next one, this one, has it's higher than the lower one, but it is purplish or pink, whatever, and I can easily tell apart that this is a special building in terms of rules, and it has different use. Okay, I see there are some slots on the top of the buildings. I suspect it is for including some additional things to fit them in. We'll see. Okay, there you go. And there are many more buildings, so I'm not going to assemble them all now because it'll make this video longer for sure. Put them here on the side for the moment. Let's see what else we get. We get the city board. Oh, they have instructions, so there you go. They even explain it on this piece of paper, so you don't have to guess the way I did, but it's very, very simple and easy how to assemble it. And this is a good addition as well. You don't have to worry to look out for anything. So there you have it. This is the city board with the city threat level, and it has different levels that you can see. It goes from 1 all the way to 36. The counting of the rounds, 1 to 5. We play 5 rounds. Each round counts 2 minutes in play. So it looks nice. Again, this is nice quality material, thick linen finish, and with a nice matte printing, which doesn't give glares. So I really, 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 really like it. Also the main board. I mean, I've covered it with all the things that I'm dropping now on top of it, but it looks very nice. We have done a good job with this too. What else we have? Okay, we have this police station board, which is again of the same good quality with different slots, again linen finish. And then we have the different monster boards, which are nice linen finish cardstock, which means very durable. And you can see it is some kind of plasticized linen finish material, which means it's going to rail stand through time and through heavy use. And because I'm going to intend to play this with also younger children, I want to make sure that it's not going to be destroyed, because it's a fun game to have to only enjoy it a couple of times. So I think the production quality and the level of quality is such that it's going to stand through time, and that's a good and a plus in my book always. So there you have it. We have the first monster, Tory Shell, and this is the health points. The next one, Furious George. Not curious, furious. That's a nice funny motto. Okay, Furious George. And then we have Bodzilla. Bobzilla, sorry, I'm reading this upside down. So it's Bobzilla. Fair enough, looks nice and scary as well. And the last one is Max Horn. Okay, looks some kind of a Jurassic Park monster. It has different health stats, as you can see, and different abilities. That's why the monsters are asymmetric and they have different feel to and different abilities for sure. Okay, that's a plus. Oh, there you have it. These are, this is the turret. For example, if you want to put a turret, you have this punch board. Again, this is a retail version. It's very lush and posh. So if you want to include, for example, there you have it, a turret, you're going to stick this here and make sure to, there you have, this is really, I hardly ever go into details in production, but look, this piece of gap here, it is done so that when you click it in, you know, when I put this pin in there, it has some volume, so when I put it in, it doesn't stick or mess around with my building. And then you have it, this is a building with a turret on it, ready to destroy and do damage. I believe that you had 3D printing turrets in this one, in the deluxe edition on Kickstarter. I'm not sure, but it looks like, because it has area to accommodate some plastic mini. You can either 3D print, or I don't know if you can still buy them from the shop of Vesuvius Media, but there is a possibility. And this looks really nice even as it is. Excellent job. Okay, you see lots of different markers. These are turret tops that you can put with different abilities. All these go on the different buildings, the turret buildings, the red one. And we see another punch board which has, for example, barricades. These are going to be in our way to make it difficult for us to move. Then there are tanks and airplanes or helicopters and some different, I don't remember what this is, some different type of obstacles. All these are obstacles for Dr. Spotnik to make it difficult for us to do our job, which is to destroy and smash everything. Top-notch quality, linen finish. All these are the counters, I think. Yeah, with this you count. There you have it. When you have, I think you measure the stat health, this charge here in your player board when you play your monster. That's cool. Okay, now more buildings. We have 60 damage counters. These are black cubes, they do their job quite nicely. We have plastic police cars. These are 12 police cars that they go around. These are plastic minis. They have a funny shape, a cartoonish funny shape. Let me show you up close. They are blue and they have a nice look to it. I like it. They're going to be moving here, and in retrospective, let's say, scale versus the buildings, they look very nice and give a nice addition to the game, making it pop out even more as a building, as a city that is going to be smashed by our devious monsters. But they have to smash it. It's Dr. Spotnik doing horrible things in the city and this lab, so we need to destroy it. It's not a typical city, so don't worry, don't lay back. Okay, 12 police cars. I like the fact that they are not cubes or wooden materials, and they are plastic minis that look like actual cars. Next we have 16 custom dice. These are 4 for each player, if I'm not mistaken. These are white with some kind of print technique, and the fact that they are colored is nice because you can easily tell apart the different symbols. This is a blue thunder, 2 swords crossing each other. This looks like a nuke, and the siren. So all the facing of the dice are very easy to check, and you can easily say what's what. I like it. They look good quality dice, and keep in mind that these you're going to be rolling and throwing it all the time in front of you, trying to match the different faces to what you need to do to activate the powers of your monsters. Okay, next we have some cards. 6 mystery cards and 7 reinforcement cards, 4 event cards, 10 retaliation cards, and they are of linen finish quality. Wow, 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 everything looks so nice here. So these are, I believe, play rates. Look like play rates with the health of the buildings. Yeah, a reminder. Yep. Then we have, or different setups, I don't know, let's see. Then we have this type of cards, which are the mystery cards, followed by the event cards, which show some type of events happening. The art is nice, funny, cartoonish, matching the style and the overall feel of the game, and I like it. What's that? These are retaliation cards. I think it's payback from Dr. Spotnik. His evil face is all over the horrible things that he's trying to do to pay us back for the damage we're doing to his lab. And finally, these are, if I'm not mistaken, the reinforcement cards. These are cards that benefit us, the monsters, players playing the monsters, which give us some reinforcements to work with and continue our destruction. And last but not least, we have 4 huge monsters, one for each player board that I show you. Each player is going to take one of those. Let's see how the minis look like. Oh my god, they look gorgeous. They're nice and big and funny, and they look like some kind of sci-fi monsters. Bobzilla, oh my god. Okay, I really can't wait to smash some buildings with this one and give it a try. And this is the last one, the Furious George. What was it? Yeah. Okay, let me show you up close how these look like. Maybe we'll do some quick 3D spinning video for the minis. These are quite big. You can see I'm quite a tall guy, and it fits, or takes all of my palm to fit in. It has also a lot of volume, meaning that it looks like a monster, especially throughout all these 3D buildings, and they're going to move around to smash everything. This is what was it? Bobzilla? No, this is Max Horn. Yeah, this looks like Max Horn, like some kind of dinosaur monster or Godzilla or whatever. Very nice. And next one, the third one, this looks cool, very cool. And the last one, this is funny as well, some kind of mutated turtle giant monster. Tremendous fun and really nice. So okay, you can see that this is going to look gorgeous with all the 3D elements moving around, and everything feels superb, excellent quality. I'm really looking forward to give this a try. I'm going to start smashing buildings right away. Hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing video. We're going to come back soon with additional videos for the game, 3D spinning with the minis, and additional how to play videos and more material coming up soon after we had some time to play and enjoy Monstrocity. Cool, many thanks for watching.